All right, guys, thank you. I appreciate Kim and Nancy you being here online, and hopefully more folks will join us. But I'm also recording this for the Capitalize Your Best Elite group. So who's in the Capitalize Your Best Elite group? It's one of two people. It's folks who have signed up for Capitalize Your Best, the 6-month program. And then it's also, we have folks that we have social media coaching contracts with. But there's no one in the group ever who doesn't walk through, a structured program with us. So, for example, we have people that we provide social media for, but they're not in the group. There are companies that would say, "Hey, can I get 12 pieces of content?" And so we try to make this group exclusive. And this group has exclusive things like the Boost thread or seminars that I'll put on here that we don't necessarily offer to everybody on our social media side. And but the basic structure of how we serve our clients in the coaching capacity is the Capitalize Your Best program. And so most everybody here has walked through it, but if not, it's the 6-month program with 23 videos, and there's homework that goes along with each one. And then we meet for coaching along the way. And then there's other aspects of it, VIP access to some of our seminars. There's freebies that I put in the Facebook group, but it's much smaller, whereas the Capitalize Your Best page probably has 500 plus people in it. This community, the Elite page, only has about 30. And so as we're growing, we want to do more than just, help our folks for 6 months. Because some folks go through and say, "Hey, I want to start a course and start selling courses." And then we have some folks who use it and say, "Well, I'm trying to grow my business, but what's next?" And so maturity for Capitalized marketing, and hopefully maturity for our clients, is that we find out ways to serve them beyond the initial contract. So we've been working really hard in the background to create some things that we think would be really helpful. I literally have a Word document here because we're putting together a big registration page that explains everything, and I keep adding stuff to it, and my tech people keep telling me to hurry up and quit adding things, but it's fun to put that together. And then I want to show you an example of how all of it works. So if you don't mind, I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to pull up an ugly looking Word document, but it was the quickest way to detail everything that's coming up and put it all in one place. So what we've created is a business builder program. And it's really intended to, exactly what it is, help folks take the next step in what they're doing. And so there's a ton of stuff included in here. And so I'm gonna try to get through it in an hour or so and make sure there's time for questions. But the first thing is, a lot of folks in the program are managing their own social media or creating their own content. And we have a phenomenal graphics team and photography team and videography team. So the first thing we want to do in this program is to start offering packages. And so in a monthly sense, we're going to start offering an 8 graphic program and 4 reels that can be used for Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And so that would be in coordination with anybody who goes through it. Like, hey, provide us some photos, provide us some details about who you are. And every single month, we would deliver 8 graphics and 4 videos. And those videos are formatted in such a way that they can immediately be uploaded to Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. Because that's often one of the big challenges is, how do I get into the video realm? But then you also want these, like what that would look like is someone would say, "Hey, I have a special this month. Could you create a graphic for us?" And we would. So the biggest thing, I'd say this is the second thing. I'll get to the first. The second thing that folks ask for is like, I just need the content. I need something more than my normal selfie photos or my normal coffee photos. I'm talking about myself. But all those things are a concern that we're trying to address. And you can see I've gotten values in here because it's just kind of helpful for everybody to see what we typically charge for those things. But we have clients that if they get 8 and 4, we typically charge $400 a month for that at Capitalize. Some folks ask, well, what do we do about coaching when my coaching is over? And so when we first started Capitalize Your Best, it was intended to be a 6-month program, but we've really just let folks stay in for a year because it was new and the interaction was new. But at some point in time, coaching doesn't continue forever. And so what we're going to do with this group of folks is establish a monthly one-on-one coaching call that is personal. And that'll be from an hour to an hour and a half. And it's going to focus on marketing or business development, whatever folks feel like is most pertinent. And then this group that will be signing up for the Business Builder, we're going to start having something we've never had before, which is monthly group coaching strategies, where we're going to pick like a set day, third Friday in the month at noon, and I'm just making that date up, but where everybody who's in the Business Builder program gets together. So it will be coaching, but it will also have a mastermind element to it, but it'll give an opportunity for the folks in this next level program to get together and share what they're going on with. And what we would begin doing is start sharing the insides of how we're growing Capitalized marketing. We're like, okay, this is the strategy we took last month. This is what we learned with it. Hey, here's the template that we launched and we want to give it to you. Or, hey, we're planning another in-person seminar. Let me share with you the ins and outs of how we put that together. So this monthly group coaching is really just us opening up how we are growing and have grown Capitalized marketing. And you get to ask all the questions and there's no holds barred. You're like, Gordon, you make any money on it? And I was like, you know what? We got one contract, so we made money on it. Or I'll say, there are no contracts, but we got 4 follow-ups. And so we want to share what it's like to scale and then give everybody in that group an opportunity to scale as well. So you'd still have one-on-one, and then there's the group. We have built a brand new course, and it is how to grow your business through seminars. As you guys may have seen, we're hosting at least one seminar a month. And they started out as little Facebook seminars, and then they grew into big seminars. And by little, I don't mean to demean them. They were just initially they were just get-togethers on our Facebook group, but they've now grown into registration pages, follow-ups, and everything that goes with that. So we've, in addition to providing social media, group and individual coaching, we've created a new course that's on how to grow your business through seminars. And I'll be honest with you guys, that has become our primary growth model as a company. We still gain clients one-on-one, but I'll give you an example, just to full curtain. When we had the Break $250,000 Barrier seminar, I mean, we had 30-some people at that. I wound up having, I think, a dozen to 15 one-on-one sales calls after that. And then we landed 3 clients. And so it gives, and we'll teach the seminar method so you don't give everything away, but it'll show you how, if you want to build your business through seminars, you can do it. And we have not found a business yet that can't use this.
I have a question.
Please.
Are you talking about just Zoom seminars, or are you talking about like something that you would hold somewhere and have people come in?
Great question. Both. We're going to talk about the class talks about hosting both.
Okay.
So yeah, it goes through how, because again, we still do Zoom. I've got a Zoom seminar next week, but we're focusing, last month we had that real estate seminar, and we had 44 people show up. So we want to talk about how to do both, and that's in this course. So you would go through that just like you went through the Capitalize Your Best program. But and we're not offering that anywhere right now. That's not for sale anywhere, but just to the Business Builder group. You'll still get things like free access to all the VIPs. So anytime we do have a seminar, you still get free access to those. And the Q&As like we had with Joel Griffin and Dominic Lepore and other folks we've got lined up. This is something we've tested, and Nancy, you experienced the beta version of this in the Telegram channel. The primary question everyone asks is, what do I talk about online? And we've started delivering social media prompts every single day. You get up on your phone in the morning and I tell you what to post. Like, and it's been reel focused. It's been video focused because that's the quickest growth model. But you get a message every single morning. It's between 30 and 60 seconds long. And it tells you, here's what you need to post today. And some of them are immediately applicable. Some of them you're going to hold on to, but literally it's 7 days a week. And we launched that as a test at $30 a month, but that's going up in the following month. Anybody who got in at that level always gets it. But anybody in this program will start getting daily prompts. Create this video talking about your origin story. Create this video talking about a vulnerability. Create this video explaining what makes you different. And it makes it so much easier for anybody who's like, I don't know what to do, especially for videos. And so you will get access to that. We created a 30-day Reel TikTok jump starter. It's a Dropbox with 30 video prompts that will help you get started on Reels and TikTok. And so if you're like, I'm not quite sure where to start, then go there first. And we will direct everybody in this. I'll stop there because I've got a whole other second page I can't wait to get into. These are all the aspects that are focusing on business building and marketing. They're going to come in the Business Builder program. There's a whole second half to it, but it's customized content. Like you literally receive the content, individual and monthly coaching, the seminar course, all the VIPs, daily prompts delivered to your cell phone telling you what to post, and then also the 30-day jump starter course to get on Reels and TikToks. That's the first thing. So we thought at first, hey, that's what Capitalize Your Best Business Builder is. But the second page is something completely on top of that, which I'm incredibly excited about. But thoughts or feedbacks or questions about this so far? Anything? You know, it might be helpful if I recorded all this, but I am recording it. Good, just making sure. I was afraid I'd hopped off. All right, that is the Business Builder stuff. Now I'm incredibly excited to share this with you guys. When we got started, like many of you, I had MailChimp and Constant Contact to handle my emails. I had ClickFunnels to build my registration pages. I had Squarespace for my website. I had Stripe for my financial processing. I had Hootsuite to manage all of it. I used Eventbrite for registrations, and I was running my business on about 10 different platforms. We had spent this last 6 months testing out an agency model so that you never have to go anywhere but one place. So let me share that with you. All right, let me make it easier. All right, we call it Business in a Box. Here are all the typical things it takes to run a business. Hootsuite's $49 to $739 a month. Salesforce can be $25 to $300 a month. That's the CRM. Meta is just an aspect that comes with Facebook. ClickFunnels is how you get leads and registration. They're $79 to $279 a month. MailChimp, Constant Contact. Kajabi, if you want to publish a course, is as high as $400 a month, but as little as $119. Calendly is free to $15. Honeybook is like Stripe. It's how you handle process payments. And if you use Eventbrite, they're going to take 2.5% of every transaction. HubSpot is $800 to $3,600 a month. So that's a professional CRM. Those are all the individual elements it typically takes to build a business. Well, we have found something that includes all of this. And it gives you every single template that I've ever used for a registration page, So if you've ever attended one of my seminars and you've gone through the 4-page template, it's in there. And here's the most important thing. How do you learn how to use it? We have staff that will train you how to use it, and will go live every single week to answer your questions and train you on how to use, excuse me, excuse me, I feel much better, how to use it. Because the hard part about any platform is, well, how am I going to learn how to use it? So we'll give you the templates of mine. You can literally just copy. You get an onboarding call that helps you set it up, and you get weekly training. Let me show you what it looks like, if that's okay. So this is my last seminar. And I just absolutely love this. When we did this seminar, here are the 18 people that signed up. And you can see when they sign up, I get a phone number, I get a text, we get all those things. And again, I can speak to people through this. I can contact them through here. Everybody who signed up got a 15-minute triage call. After they scheduled that, they moved over here. So I knew every single person who signed up for their 15-minute call. But if people signed up for the VIP, they went over here. There's Nancy. And then I know when they scheduled their VIP call, it was over here. And I was able to manage the entire seminar from this page. And I will give you the templates on how to create the pages themselves and set all of this up. But now I manage all my seminars through this. And all of these go into my CRM. If I didn't have their email before, I now do. And so you can see here are all the seminars that we've run through this. And I just launched a brand new one this week, and that's where we're at. I've got 11 people signed up, and I've got 1 VIP. And so that's what it looks like to run a seminar. Over here in marketing, these are all the Facebook pages I manage. There's 27 of them, don't laugh. And I can publish everything from here. I don't even have to go onto Facebook to publish on my running page, Stuff News Group. I do it all from here. I can do the reels here, I can do the photos here, I can tag people from here, I can schedule from here. I can schedule out an entire month doing this. And so that makes all my scheduling in one place. It holds all my media. So every time I upload a photo to a post, sorry about that, it holds it there. So for example, have you ever uploaded something to Facebook and then wondered where that photo was? It all sits in a media database for you. When I run seminars, every one of them's here. And so like I would give you these templates. If you wanted to copy one of my seminars, let's see here. If you want to just copy my seminar from 2022, all the pages are here. And you literally would just cut out my face and put my face in there. And you get all the training that would help you do that. So easy to edit these things. And I'm not really a web designer at all. You get to keep all of your emails here. And that's as easy as uploading an Excel spreadsheet. You get to manage your calendar from here, all your contacts. It's a full-scale CRM. But literally what it does is it lets you manage your entire business from one platform. And so this, I mean, there's more stats than I know what to do with in terms of that. It'll even track how much money is made on each seminar because those sites are there. Let me share one with you real quick. Is that there? I have one page that is where I send folks when they sign up to work with us. And when they sign up, they just go there and it tracks how much money is made through there. So you get more information than you know what to do with. The biggest question everyone keeps asking me is, how in the world did I learn how to do it? And when you sign up, you get an onboarding call with our tech, Vanessa. She's fantastic. And then every single week, there'd be a live call where it's recorded and you get to participate. They'll even take over your screen for you if you want them to, and help update that. So that is the big thing that we're adding on top of all the other stuff. It formally launches in May, the CRM. Everything else is available right now. And so what we tried to do is make this affordable. So let's see where that went. Let's see where that page went. So if you paid for all this individually, you're going to wind up spending between, as much as $800 to $3,600 a month. We've put all this together. You get every single bit of it. And right now, before we do the formal launch, it is $997 a month for a 1-year commitment. So the CRM alone is worth that much on top of the seminars. Some folks have asked, can they do a 6-month? And right now that's $1,247, or there's a one-time of $9,600. Once we get it fully built up, the price is going to go up there. And so we're trying to do right now is get a few people to get early bird pricing as we continue build everything out. But guys, all of that is Capitalize Your Best 2.0 or Capitalize Your Best Business Builder. Now, let me cast you guys 1 year in the future, your business 1 year in the future. 1 year in the future, you would have the ability to customize all of this and sell it yourself. Now, there's a cost. I don't want anybody to think there's not a cost in becoming an agency for a CRM, but a year in the future, you can do the exact same thing that we've done. But we've spent the last 6 months working out all the quirks. So that is what we're launching for $997 a month for 12 months. You get all the courses, you get the coaching, you get the support, and you get the CRM. So I'd love to answer any questions or get any feedback from any of you who might have any. I may have lost everybody.
No,
Everybody went dark on me at the same time. I'm like, oh no.
No, I was gonna text you because no, everything you say is very interested. It probably doesn't pertain to me because I would rather have you do that. I don't want to do that myself.
Right. I understand that completely. I do understand that. But I mean, it's a lot of data, but anytime you have someone to sign up for a 12-month program, there's got to be a lot of value in that for someone to make that commitment. So it's a commitment above our original Capitalize Your Best program. But no, I appreciate that feedback, Kim. Thank you. Nancy and Bobby, I don't know where you guys are at right now or what's going on in the background. Any questions or thought I can answer for that for you? Okay. Well, I told Kim, we tried to overstuff it. But here's the thing. A lot of time programs get overstuffed and you never get to everything in there. And that's almost as useless as anything else. And so we tried to provide a ton of value, but enough that practically you can get to it in a year. And so, because you may not want to begin doing seminars, in May. But you might look down there and say, I want to start doing registration pages. I want to start advertising my seminars and those kind of things. And I used to do them through Eventbrite. And, I'd get done and they would take 2.5% of all my revenue. The good thing is that through this, like, you just skip Eventbrite completely. You can integrate your Stripe if you want to do that. And so you can integrate pretty much any payment processor you use. But since we use Stripe, I think you can integrate PayPal, but I'd encourage you against it just because as you begin to build a business like this, Stripe is just a little bit more professional than PayPal. And don't get me wrong, guys, I started with PayPal as well. But any thoughts, guys? Anything maybe? I appreciate you guys being here and hearing all of this.
Yeah, it's interesting about the seminars because I would have to talk to Todd more, but that might be something that maybe would have interest for us, like on like how to, how to do stuff.
Yeah, if you captured 10 to 15 people who wanted a practical, and I'll make something up, how to get 5 more years out of your deck. I know you guys are in the business of remodeling them, but
Uh,
people have great interest in that, and then they would find out more about what you do. And so some of my seminars I've ended with a close, like, hey, here's my program, please sign up. And then some, no matter what, I'm trying to get a lead. Like, can I get on 15 minutes with you? Can I get on 30 minutes with you? And that's why I do the promise 15 minutes and 30 minutes for my seminars. No, not everybody takes advantage of them. Sometimes I have to track people down. And so I do email sequencing through all of this as well. So for any of you who have signed up for the seminar and you start getting emails from me regularly, all that stuff is built in. I just upload it and leave it. And so before like this seminar I'm doing right now, I spent a couple hours writing the registration emails so that when you register, you get the updates. And then to my email list, I wrote them a set of emails to get them to sign up. So essentially I wrote about 12 emails, uploaded it in CRM, and then I don't ever touch it again. They're automated. The moment you sign up, you get the email. Or I send it to my list and encourage them. So CRMs are as good as you utilize them. But this is the most comprehensive one I've ever seen without breaking the bank. It really is. Salesforce nearly broke me. I'm just going to tell you. And then I went with a local company in North Carolina, and theirs was so difficult to edit. I just thought I was going to bang my head against the wall, and I just let my subscription run out. So I guess I'll say I wasted money on 2 CRMs, but this one has worked for me. And the support is the biggest thing. If I hadn't had Vanessa supporting me, and she's going to be the one supporting you guys, and we pay for all that support just as part of your plan, I couldn't have done it. But yeah, Kim, we should definitely talk about seminars for you. I think that's a model. And I know, Nancy, you're beginning the seminar model, and you start small and you work your way big. I mean, it's, you're like, hey, someone showed up. And I had a seminar last week. One person showed up. They're not all 66 people. If you reignite an old list, you're like, well, I got one. And I think I joked with Nancy, she was 50 miles south of the North Pole. And so I was like, well, I mean, I went as far as I could get to get that one person. And so internet held up the whole time. Well, guys, thank you. Any last questions? I want to make sure this opportunity, that there's anything I can answer for you. I'm going to record this, upload it to a private link on YouTube, and then share. Bobby asked, if you're not doing seminars, what other things does it offer? Well, the CRM, Bobby, the CRM is going to manage all your emails. It's going to manage all your social media posting. You can use, instead of the seminar model, you can use those as lead captures. So let's say you don't want to do a seminar, but you want to capture leads. Well, that's when you put together the free PDF on SEO secrets. And you put together a PDF, and then you offer that as an offer online, and you use it as a Facebook ad. So they come in and they exchange their information for the free email, for the free content, and then you've immediately got a lead. So that same structure for seminars, that funnel structure can be used for anything. You can use it for just flat out your own website if you wanted to. But yeah, if you're not doing seminars, you can definitely use it as lead capture, the giveaway model and that kind of thing. And most everybody in here could create a 3-page PDF of value that's saying, hey, free PDF. And then you follow up with a phone call, or you put them into your email sequencing, one or the other. It's a great question. But I'm just going to admit, I'm a sucker for the seminar model. And I just think in the world we're in, people love the seminar, especially when they can be at home. But All right, guys. Nancy, thank you. Bobby, I know Kim had to go. Any last thoughts, guys? Anything? Okay. Well, I appreciate it. And like I said, I'm going to download it, put it up on a YouTube link, and then I'll put it in the group. And if anybody has any questions or is curious about maybe hopping on this week or next week before the whole program launches, let me know, and I'd be glad to onboard you. Okay, guys?
Hey, Gordon, I don't know. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry, I'm in that Agora. I'm not sure how good everything is. I thought I saw something there about like tasks, or does it also work as a productivity tool, or basically be able to track progress on a project or something like that?
Yes. And Bobby, I haven't implemented that aspect yet, but it is there. It is there. And so that's, let me see if I can find it to show you. If I can pull that up. Let's see.
Yeah, that's a big use case for me. Obviously, just tracking progress on projects, certainly multiple projects, as well as following up with leads and prospects that way, which is always helpful.
Well,
but if I'm not organized, then I'm losing everything.
Now, in terms of, and I will ask the team about the task management, but in terms of following up with leads, that's what the opportunity page is. And so that's how I follow up with all of mine. And so let's say you put a lead in, they get moved through the process. So you design this. You might say first contact, second contact, third or fourth, or you might task management. And for building a website, like initial consultation, and then you move them along here. So all you gotta do is just move it right on over. And then you can create these to look any way you want. And you can just have innumerable of them. And so you can see here just the promotion pipeline. This is the generic one, the template you can use for it. But you can create, innumerable ones of them. But yeah, that's how I track leads from seminars, is this right here. This was the big one, the real estate one. This is the Breaking the 250. Yeah, and so I followed up with everyone, and you can go here and update notes. So you can go in here and say, okay, spoke to Ron, this kind of thing. And then you can assign it to someone on your team if you want. So you can put multiple people in here and say, hey, that person's in charge of it. But yeah, that's how I didn't mean to move that. That's how I track leads right now, is through the task management system. Because every now and then you're like, I need someone to talk to. And then you're like, okay, wait a minute. And after the real estate seminar, over here on the signed up sheet, let's see here. I realized I don't know how we got connected. I mean, there were a bunch of people on this virtual sign up that I wasn't Facebook friends with. So I immediately went and signed up. I tried to as many people as I could on Facebook friends. And then I just kept track of it, because you can't follow up with them really. I mean, I can, but I wanted to get that friend request and start that message. But you can call from here, you can leave messages from here, just tons and tons. And then that shows you that, and this shows you all the ways in which we've interacted right here. And so, and I can tell you guys, 6 months in, I've gotten pretty good at it with a team, but it is a learning process. It doesn't immediately become these things. And I'm sure you guys know that, but there is a learning curve. But that's part of another reasons why we did 12 months on it. You really do need that. But reporting, websites, that's the kind of thing I want right there. Just it gives you crazy feedback on it. And so this is letting me know that the average person who goes to one of these things spends $2,000. Like, okay, how should I determine my budget for the next seminar? Well, there it is. It lets me know how to do that. And then this is what you were talking about, Bobby, formally. There's a workflow list here. And so that was where I was trying to get. It'll help you manage workflow on patients or prospects.
Yeah, that sounds
Yep.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. The first thing I did was I connected all my social medias. That was the first thing I did. And then I updated all my emails. And there's also email templates in here. Like, I don't know what, post events. These are all mine. And I just share them with you. Like, these are the emails I send out. Whereas before in the elite group, I shared that email campaign with you. You'll have just dozens of them. So, but it helped me on the coaching side really go more. I mean, more professional on the coaching side. I know how to run a business, but how do I become a professional coach? People get follow-ups. It doesn't have a Zoom. That's the only thing I've seen it doesn't have. And honestly, most people would rather interact with Zoom right now because it's what they've gotten used to. But I just embed the Zoom link in what I send out. It's not a big deal.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, guys, thanks on a Friday afternoon for tuning in. I appreciate it. And I will get this up. So if you want to revisit it, and don't hesitate to reach out to me if you've got questions. And I'd love to help you guys get to the next step. Okay. Thank you,
Thanks.
guys.
See ya.
Talk to you later. See ya.